Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be what do I carry in my professional makeup bag? As you all may know now, I'm a makeup artist. It comes a part of being a cosmetologist, and I do people's makeup for like weddings, quinceañeras, special birthdays, special occasions. Just want to be pampered and they want somebody to come in professionally do their makeup. I do that. I can go to their house or they can come to mine, whichever is comfortable for them. But I wanted to share with you, what does a professional makeup artist carry? And this is my bag. In this bag my daughter got me, my oldest daughter Carmen, which I love her to death. She got this bag from me. It was originally for me just because she knew I like to go out of town and travel, and she knew I like to have lots of options. I don't like to take like one basic palette, one or two lipsticks. I like to take a lot, and because I want to have options. Even if I don't end up using it, the fact that I have options is what counts for me. And so this is the bag, and I carry a lot. It might not be what I'm going to end up using future-wise. I might need a bigger case. So, but we'll see. This has a lot of space, and I just love it. So I'm going to start with the first part, which is on this side. It has like 3 compartments. Side, middle, the back side. And then inside those compartments, they have more compartments. So let's start with the first one. And first one, which carries, and it doesn't open all the way, so I'm just going to show you. It carries a zipper part right here, which carries all my foundations in all different shades, and it also carries slots for my brushes. Plus, I have new brushes in there, new packages down in there, so if I need extras. So let's start with the base that I carry. I carry 3 different bases. One is a CoverGirl True Blend, and this is a buff beige, which is the color I wear. For people that like light to medium coverage, it's not the lightest coverage, of course, but it's not nowhere near medium or dark coverage. So in case they want a light, breezy kind of feel, not too heavy, but they want makeup to be on there, I would go for this. A lot of people like the airbrush effect, so this Revlon Photo Rally is good for that. I don't care for this at all. I like heavy coverage. I like it to be matte looking, but a lot of people do like this airbrush kind of feel, and this is just a natural color. Of course, it wouldn't probably work for dark skin, but it'll work for kind of across the board on your lighter skin people. So I just have that just in case. But the main base makeup foundation that I use is the one that I felt that everyone would like across the board. I mean, people that like light to medium coverage, people that like heavy coverage, and this particular brand does well because it definitely makes you know that you have makeup on, but it isn't like plastered. It makes your skin feel healthy and soft and natural, if you want to call it that. It just has the perfect, it kind of covers all likes. Like me, a person that loves heavy coverage, would love this foundation, even though it's not heavy coverage, but it can feel that way. And people who like just a light coverage, it will also take care of them because it's making the skin feel soft and healthy. And so to me, and I just love it. I just got hooked on it. I love it. Of course, my favorite is Revlon Color Stay. It will always be that. It's a heavy coverage. It's matte. It's just the same, if not better, than the MAC, and MAC is very heavy coverage. So I decided Revlon Newly Naked would be the perfect one across the board. And I got it in different shades. This is one of the lightest shades, is Shell. Any shade that's lighter than that would probably be a vanilla or would be ivory. And let me tell you something about ivory. Ivory is not hardly ever used anymore. It used to be used a lot back in the day because we didn't have as many choices as we have today, and people always felt like if you were really light-skinned, ivory was the color. If you were, you either had light, medium, or dark. You didn't have all these wonderful shades that we have in between now that are really close to your skin tone. And what ivory does is ivory tends to have a pink tone in it, and nobody really has a pink tone in it. Even if you're the lightest of the lightest, you don't really have a pink tone. It would be extremely rare. Most people have a yellow tone in it, and a lot of makeup brands in order to make up their foundation, they have a mix of 2 to 3 foundations to make one foundation because they're trying to get it as close as your natural yellow skin tone as possible. And sometimes it takes 2 to 3 in the manufacturing part. And we've come so close and pretty much nailed it on the head with the many shades that we have now. And so that's the one thing that people are no longer using the ivory. I mean, I'm sure there are a few people that are stuck on it and feel that that's it for them, but it's not. So I'm thinking of having ivory just in case I get that weird person, but it would be something I'm really going to think about because I'm pretty sure I'm never going to use it. So this would be like the lightest color. It's called Shell. And then let me get that close to you. The next one is a medium beige. There might be one in between these two. I didn't see it yet, but if I find it, I'll definitely have it because the more options I have, the better. A natural tan, so we're getting into the medium skin tone. Then we have a chestnut, getting a little bit darker. Then we have a caramel. Then we have cappuccino. And last but not least, we have toast. And there might be one shade or two darker than this, but I didn't see it when I went to go get all the colors in Nearly Naked. When I find those, if I do, I will definitely add them to my bag because I want to have choices from A to Z. And so this is what we have. So just showing you there. I got it at a great deal, by the way. Oh my God, I am dropping stuff. Not good. So I'm going to put those back so I can continue on. But I felt like that is like the perfect makeup across the board. And so this one's a little bit darker. I'm going to keep them in order. And just putting this back real quick. And then I have new packages of brushes. What is with me in the dropsies today? I'm so sorry. Backwards too. These come with 3 brushes. They're for eyeshadow, the spoolie, blending, all that good stuff. So I have extras in case I need more. Then of course I have the regular, your powder, your blush, your foundation or eyeshadow, more powder just in case I need it. Brushes can be disinfected, of course. You could either use a liquid brush cleaner or you could use a remedy that you use at home. And I have a video on that, but it's in Spanish. I'll probably do an English one. Pretty much everybody knows how to clean their brushes at home. I've seen that so many in Beauty Gurus, but it just takes Johnson's Baby Shampoo. That's what you're going to use for like cleaning and conditioning to leave the brushes nice and soft, just like you would take care of your baby. No more tears, that kind of thing. It's really soft and tender and safe for the baby. This way, it not only cleans at the same time, but it conditions your brushes to keep the hairs nice and soft and conditioned. And you use an antibacterial soap. Probably a dishwashing liquid is what I use. It could be any brand, Palmolive, just any brand, as long as it says antibacterial, because that's what you're going to use not only to clean, but you're going to be disinfecting the brushes. So you put a disposable plate, put a patch of each of those. What I do is I like to rinse my brushes first, get as much of the dirt and makeup as I can out of them, so I'm not mixing all that dirt in the antibacterial and the Johnson's Baby Shampoo. So by the time I get there, there's still going to be some makeup there because you got to clean and disinfect. So you swirl it in each of those until you can't swirl anymore, back around and around in circular motions, back and forth, all that good stuff. You rinse it out, and then I like to do it one more time, even though I've always seen that the first time is good because there's no more makeup coming out on the second time. I just like to do it just to be safe than sorry. Just as a confirmation to me, I really got them clean. I lay them on a towel. I rinse them out. Warm water. You don't want hot water. It can mess up the hairs of the brushes, and you don't want cold water. Nice lukewarm water, and then rinse them out, dry them, and then leave them on a towel in front of a small air conditioner, a small fan, your window. It's really hot in my town right now, so I did my brushes last night when I did the video, and so I left it in my front, my bedroom window, and in the next morning they would dry. And of course I have also the bottle cleaner that I use for my clients, and I have one for me. So if I want to do a quick clean, I could do it that way as well. I'm going into that video. I'll just do the video for you. Anyway, that's on that section. And, you know, I've tried to find a different case because I knew this might not be big enough anymore for me, and I'll still use it for other things. They are just so hard to find because now so many storage units have come out, like the IKEA, the colorful storage units, acrylic drawers, that now the caboodle cases are really hard to find. So I want to find a cute one and a bigger one so that everything can fit comfortably. This is good for now. Then we're going to the middle section, which is, it's like this, and then voila. So it has, I don't know if you can see that. Let me pull back a little bit. A big space for all your palettes and a couple of pockets for smaller palettes. So I'll show you what I have there. The big palettes I have is the matte blush palette. I have the same one, but in a cream blush palette. But I've always been a fan of matte powder blushes because they're easier to work with. And to me, cream blushes were always so hard to work in. They tend to be a little too heavy. Like, because you're using reddish and corals and stuff, it's not like the foundation being heavy. It's really, you could really turn out to be a clown if you're not careful. So, but I have one of each. But for my clients, I prefer matte because it's easier to work with. I don't want to have to be, even though the cream palette that I have like this is so nice. It feels so soft. It goes on really easy. I'm just really impressed. Oh my God. So, but I just figured just to be, have the best for my clients, I preferred the matte powder, and it has every color across the board for all likes and taste. Then of course you have to have your concealer all the way from light to the very dark, so it covers all skin tones. And this is a great concealer. I love it. It's by Beauty Treats. Both of these are by Beauty Treats. Then I have my contour palette. Gotta have contouring. And it just covers everything that you need, light to dark as well. Even comes with the pattern, just in case you need it. One of the palettes that I thought was necessary to have, because a lot of times you're doing weddings and quinceañeras and people want to look beautiful but not too heavy. They want to look soft, not too vibrant. So the main palette that I knew I was going to need was this one by e.l.f., which is a neutral palette, and it comes all the way from your base tones all the way to your medium browns and dark browns. And you could really work those well for a wedding or a quinceañera or anybody that wants color but at a soft effect. And then, of course, I covered my vibrant clients like me that like glimmer, shimmery, metallics, and vibrant colors like crazy. So I got my Rue 21 electric palette, which is the comparison to Kat Von D electric. And it has vibrant colors all the way from blues to reds, greens, purples, lime greens, you name it. It has it. So those that want to just, they're going to a festive birthday party or it's a certain holiday or occasion that's, you know, some brides might like it too. I mean, it just might be their cup of tea. So I just want to cover all my clients across the board, and this would be my vibrant ones or for a certain festivity. So I have that one. Excuse me. Then I also have this palette. It has a lot of shimmery, medium to dark colors. You have two base colors. I thought that would cover me as well. And then I have this palette, which is very comparative to the Naked 3. Of course, the Naked 3 is a bigger quality, a better quality. It just has amazing, beautiful pink tone colors. But every color that the Naked 3 has, this one has. I mean, from across the board. Let me show you that because you won't believe me if I don't show you. This is the Naked 3. Okay. Look at the colors. Here, let me open both of them. My brushes fall out. So here we go. Okay. So this one over here, right there, that last one. And then the next one is that one. Let's see if I can do this both. Let me take the brush out so I can hold them both. Okay. Do it this way. So that one, 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 and then, oh my God, I'm making a mark in it with my nail. That one over here and over here. It just pretty close to matching those colors. Of course, the Naked 3 is mine. I am not going to use my Naked 3. If ever I had an extra, okay, I will take it and use it. But this Naked 3 is mine. I have the 1, 2, and 3. I'm definitely not going to use those. It's for my personal use. If they have theirs, I'll be happy to use theirs. But in case they did want that effect, I do have that right here. Then I have a couple of small palettes that I like, which is the Perfection by Profusion. I have this one in different colors. See if you get there. And these are like neutrals, browns. They're very shimmery, very pigmented, very pretty. Has a purple. Then I have a Physicians Formula palette, just kind of has smoky grays. And then I have a Brow Bar to go, in case I have to do somebody's eyebrows, which is the wax and the powder. And I have pencils in case they like pencils or they need a lighter color. So that's the palettes that I have to color all looks. And then I have a little bronzer here just in case that I need it. And I'm trying not to take so long on this video. So excuse me if I'm rushing a little bit. I want to make sure I cover everything. So putting all those back so I can move on to the next one. And then I have just an e.l.f. bronzer in case I really need to get into the bronzing. It's a beautiful bronzer right there. It's the e.l.f. So I have that in here as well. And then that's what I have in the middle. Those are for palettes. I can add more if I want. Then we go to the last section. And I'll show you what that looks like. So it starts off like that, and voila. It has a zipper pouch here for smaller things. In here, I have my wipes. I have 2 of them. Let me just take this stuff out. 2 of them in case I have to clean makeup off of my clients, or makeup falls on the table, or off the brushes, or just off of any of my bottles or anything. I have wipes. It's like makeup removers, what it is. Then I have the liquid brush cleaner. It's by Studio 35 Beauty. That way, if I'm doing several clients, I could clean my brushes in between. I use this, clean it up, dry it real quick, go on to the next client, versus the way I do it at home is really natural, really good, and I don't have to waste a lot of money on these. I could use these for like emergencies or quick moments or clients, which I have 1 bottle for me, 1 bottle for my client. I like to separate things. My personal makeup is my personal makeup. I don't like to mix it, and I like to be very disinfective. Hygiene, sanitation is very key for me. I've always been that way all my life. Been a very clean person. Love, just protecting and sanitation and hygiene. And then this is the e.l.f. Makeup Mist and Set. Once the makeup is done, you spray it over, make sure it's set. Then I have my disposable, my God, Q-tips. I went blank. These are different because they have your regular Q-tip on one side and then a pointy ones, like to clean up on the eyeliner part, on the corner of the tear duct. Maybe you went a little bit below on the eyebrows, or to clean little corner and tiny spaces. Have to have those. What I don't have in here, and I need to get, is definitely my disposable mascara brushes. You do not, and let me get into that here. In the pouch, I have mascaras. I have a primer to make sure I prime and prep the client's face. And then I have different mascaras and stuff. You gotta keep hygiene and sanitation is a must. I have different ones, browns, voluminizing, lengthening, all that stuff. But once you put mascara on a client, you do not want to use this, because this is the main brush that closes it and seals it for the next time. You do not want to use this brush on anyone at all, just use it as a top. This is not to be used. You put that away. You get these disposable mascara brushes that I haven't been able to find, but I'm going to be getting them real soon because I need them. You put that in there. You do your client's mascara. Do not double dip. You cannot do that. It's against state board, against sanitation. No good. No bueno. So once you use it and you dip their lashes as much as you can. If you need to go over it again, you want to throw that one out, get another disposable, dip it in. Do not double dip. Do not share between people. It's for their safety and your reputation and your conscience. Please, I highly recommend sanitation, and mascara is one of the easiest makeups to cause allergic reactions, infections, terrible bacteria. The eye is a very sensitive area. Mascara is the very, let me put it this way, the most dangerous. It's beautiful, it's great, but it's because it's around the eyes and because mascara is the makeup that lasts the least in your whole makeup collection. Once it's open, it has a countdown of 3 months. It is recommended 3 months. If it's your own mascara, you might go a little bit longer because you've only been using it on you. You've been taking care of it. But every 3 months, just like your toothbrush, you need to throw it away if it's been open. That's why you should open 1 or 2 at a time. And if you have a huge collection of mascaras, don't open them all because they do have a short lifespan, other than other makeup has a couple of years, a few years, 1 year at least. Mascara is the shortest lifespan of all the makeup. So just keep that in mind. And then another one you want to get is the disposable eyeliner brushes, unless you're using eyeliner pencils. And that is probably your best bet, unless you have a brush that you can disinfect. You know, whether you do it the home remedy style or the brush cleaner, where you can use powder. The best bet, liquid eyeliner, you need the disposable liquid eyeliner brushes. Do not double dip. Do not share. My favorite is liquid eyeliner over eyeliner pencil, even though I have tons of both. But your best bet is an eyeliner pencil because you don't have to clean this. You don't have to throw it away. The way you disinfect your eyeliner or eyebrow pencils is to sharpen it. You take all the stuff that you use, bacteria or anything that may be on there away, and you're starting fresh just by sharpening it and getting rid of that. So that is your best bet. But, you know, I like liquid eyeliner, so I have to get my brushes. That is the only thing that I'm missing out of this palette is both of those disposable packages. So, and it's only because I haven't been able to find it, but I might have to order it. I don't have any clients soon, so, but I want to be ready at all times. So that's one thing. Other than that, pretty much you can clean your brushes, like I say, if you're using a powder or a brush for liquid eyeliner that you can disinfect, you know, then you can repeat it. But then again, you don't want to go between clients. If you could clean it real quick with the blush cleaner, then yeah, okay, good. But do not double dip. See, you have to be careful because liquid eyeliner, you have to dip in, even if the brush can be clean, even if it could be, you know, disinfected. So if you can't pour that liquid eyeliner out and use it on a little palette, it's just, you have to be careful. I mean, definitely, it's preferable to be disposable if we're talking about liquid eyeliner, and disposable for mascara. And when I get those, I will do an updated one, or I will just do a brief blog or something and show you, you know, hey, I got them. This is what I was talking about. This is where you can get them. I got them at a good deal, whatever, but I will definitely let you know. So this I have also. This is by e.l.f. It's like an all over. It's used as 3 different things. It could be a base for your eyelid. It could be a blush. It's treated as a blush, and it could be an all over coverage to give color to the face. I have different colors, but I'm taking one lighter one and one a little bit darker for my customers, clients, might as well say. And so this is sponges. I use a sponge to apply my foundation. I've been using it for years. I think it's the best. I think it's better than a brush because to me this brush leaves streaks and it doesn't get a good deep perfect coverage as the sponge does. I just think the sponge, no matter what expensive brush you get, that the brush is better. But I have arthritis in my hands, so sometimes it gets really painful and uncomfortable because I have to pressure the sponge going around the corners and all over my face. And I'll still continue to use it, but for those moments that I feel like, okay, I have a little bit too much pain to deal with that today, I want to get this brush. But I got different foundation brushes like this one. No ma'am, it does not work. I got expensive ones, cheap ones, and I see a lot of people say they use it. It just leaves streaks. It's just not the coverage. I just don't feel that it gets coverage in there as good. And then I tried even a different one. It didn't work. My daughter has a brush that's really thick but very flat, and it's for foundation. I think that would be the one to work. I can't find it anywhere. They have to still make it. So I think it's just one of those things that you can only get online. So, or maybe I have to go to the mall and find it, or I'm going to be on vacation in 2 weeks, so maybe I'll find it where I'm going to go. But I have sponges, square ones, round ones, different ones. This is something that your client can either keep her sponge if she wants to keep it, or you throw it away. So they're disposable unless she's going to keep it just herself, you know, because it's been just used on her. And so that's what I have. Oh, and then my lips, which I didn't show on the other one, but I need to get a bigger lip palette. This is mine, but until I get my lip palette to show you, this is what I use. This is a lip palette. It goes from light to neutrals to reds. You want to use a brush that you can disinfect later as well on your palette. Don't share between clients. I can't express this more because stay bored is really hard. And it should be common sense. It should be something you want to do from the heart because it's the right thing to do. It's the right thing to do to protect you, your family, your friends, your clients. It is just the right thing to do, whether State Board demanded it or not, but trust me, they do. And that was part of passing your State Board, is not only knowing what to do as a cosmetologist, but sanitation was number one, and they watched you like a hawk. Any little mistake could cost you your license when you went and take your State Board. Thank God we don't have to do it over and over again. We have it for life, but we do have to renew it every 2 years. We don't have to take a test to renew it. We just send in the money and answer a few questions, make sure our address and stuff like that is current. But thank God I'll have my license forever, and I don't ever have to do that test, even though I'm not to toot my own horn, but I was always really good, especially at written tests. I got 100 on all my tests 3 times around in school, and at State Board I knew I would do really well, and I knew I was good as a cosmetologist. I had a natural knack for it, and I really dedicated myself in school to learning, and so I knew I would do physical because I knew what I was doing, and I knew I was very into sanitation. But just the fact that they watch you like a hawk and they're kind of expecting you to make a mistake per se, they're breathing down your back. It's just a lot. And I think I explained that in my video of what I carry in my hairstylist case. You know, so it's something that should be within you to do it. And also because it's like the State Board law. But I carry a palette, and I use this, and I can disinfect my brush later. You want to kind of wipe. That's why I like to have wipies, because I could wipe the brush and then go into it one or a couple of more times, and then I could wipe off the thing, kind of disinfect it that way. I also take things like lip glosses. Like I'm going to show you here. Sorry, you can't even see me. I'm trying to take them out. Like lip glosses per se, like this. If your client likes lip glosses, I take a few of these, natural colors, some reds, pinks, corals. I just have one of each. And then they also have disposable ones to go into the lip gloss, so you don't have to use this. But this is also disinfectable. You can disinfect this, you could wash it, but it could be really hard on this. So you just want to always practice anything that's liquid or something you have to dip in, like the mascara, liquid eyeliner, or lip gloss. You want to just use this as a cap, not unless you're using it, it's yours personal and you use it on yourself. Other than that, you want to get a disposable or brush that you can wash off really quick and disinfect with your brush cleaner, or when you get home. Do not double dip, just kind of put that on, disinfect it, and then go in again and put it on your client. Do not use this. But a lot of people, I love lip gloss over lipstick, even though I have a